And we are coming down in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Getting Sports with a Drunk. Rat of a Red Baron here, joined by...
Honey baked ham souls.
That's Christmas.
I tell you what, did not see that coming. Enjoyed it a whole lot.
Oh, that got me good.
Especially, too, because, like, it's not like totally I can't picture it, but
God damn, that was funny.
I don't know if I've ever seen Kyle eat, like, anything from honey baked ham ever.
You've never seen me eat ham? It's a lie.
I just mean, like, specifically, like, the
That's
honey
weird.
baked ham.
I mean, I just ate a honey ham sandwich.
Hey, great name.
Did you?
Oh, he did.
All right. Well, how's everybody doing?
Couldn't be happier.
We're good coming off a 1-week hiatus. And,
Should have been 3.
Super Bowl and football in the rear view mirror.
How many vacation days did we get?
Oh, you get none. That came.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah, basically all that I'm taking from your PTO.
Good thing we don't get paid.
Oh, you get paid. Getting all that honey baked ham.
Can you imagine if, like, we really got paid and never gave us the money?
Be a real crappy thing to do.
It'd be pretty funny though.
Mm.
We never would have known.
Hey, speaking of which, Podbean came up last August. We could work that out off the air.
Okay, what happened?
Forgot all about Podbean.
We'll talk about it later. What are you guys drinking?
Currently some seltzer, but I'll dip into something a little bit later on.
We talking polar?
Yeah, cranberry lime.
That might be the best flavor.
I tell you what, I'm pretty partial to grapefruit on some days.
Yeah, in general, I think Polar does the best job at seltzer. I give it like a tie between raspberry lime and cranberry lime as my go-tos.
I can't do raspberry lime.
Why?
Don't know why.
That's such a good flavor.
Something about it's off to me.
I don't like it. Don't like it.
Yeah.
Raspberry lime.
Oh, like the raspberry lime seltzer. That's a great flavor, especially for seltzer of the Polar variety and masses out on it. I'm shocked.
I mean, seltzer is
Yeah,
kind of
alright.
fast anyways.
Well, for myself, I use it to just flavor my other water. Like I water down my seltzer with more water, because in general, like I think that's the better thing to do. Even though I'm spending probably more money than just buying one of those Mios or one of those circle things, but that's just the way my brain works.
Yeah, you're dumb.
That's Mr. Dumb.
Yeah.
Souls, what are you drinking?
From Walmart. Great value water.
16.9 fluid ounces.
Yeah. It is. Yep.
Kyle?
I agreed with him. 16.9 fluid ounces.
Okay. It sounded like you had a stroke there.
That is funny. Like, for the most part, like most bottled water, that's just the thing, and he's like gonna question me on it.
I didn't know that.
I am embarking on a new mission to find some more IPAs that I like. I've determined that I don't like New England IPAs that much, so I'm trying some West Coast type stuff because I've just told myself in my head that's what I like. So I bought a Sierra Nevada. What's that?
I'll just start going shopping with it.
All right. I bought a Sierra Nevada variety pack, so tonight I'll be trying the Dank Torpedo IPA. 8% ABV.
Okay.
Isn't too juicy in New England IPA?
Off the top of my head, I'm gonna say yes, but I don't know for sure.
So you don't like too juicy?
No, I do. So there's a misunderstanding, because as we know, there's just a lot of IPAs, oversaturated market. We know this, and like I don't know, there's just a lot of New England IPAs, a lot of like hazy tropical IPAs. It's just like, and they're not all created equal. There's some that do really well, others that are just like, all right, here's my take on it. And I don't know, I've had a lot of them, and I guess there's very few that I'm really about. I like Too Juicy. It's one of my favorite beers, but I'm trying to expand my horizons more. Is all.
You know what happens when you expand your horizon?
What's that?
You normally don't like it.
I don't know if that's a fair assessment.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, in general, I mean, especially this group, I think we do a lot of the same things over and over. You know, we like what we like, but there's nothing wrong with trying something new.
Yeah, and you usually regret it.
Moving on.
Because you know I'm right.
Yeah.
Toast of Excellence.
My toast of excellence is to Honeyham Souls. It's now his favorite time of the year. We're in baseball season, baby.
Not yet.
Close
February
enough.
22nd.
We're close enough to baseball season for me to start toasting it to you.
Right. And guys, come on, take the toast, man.
Well, I appreciate it, Madison. I'm just very eager for it to start.
Fair.
Because I can care less about the other two sports going on right now.
You know what? Most of the rest of the world would agree with you.
Like, here's the thing. I like basketball. It's just such a bad product. Like, you have to worry
It
about
really
like,
is.
you have to worry about your best player not playing. And that's for every team.
Yeah.
Baseball's also terrible, but for different reasons,
It's ridiculous.
like blackouts and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah.
But, yas.
My toast, I'm rescinding a previous toast of disexcellence because the New York Mets came to terms with Pete Alonso for, I believe, 2 years, $54 million. I can't remember the details off the top of my head, but
I have to go look this up for you now. God damn
No,
it, Kendall.
because it's 2 years, 54 million.
2 years, 54. I was right with an opt out.
Thank you, Kyle.
Which
So-
you probably will opt out of.
Right. So this is a best for both parties. You know, it gives Pete another chance to, you know, have a proven year to go to other teams and say, hey, look, this is my body of work. He gets to play, you know, 1 year with, you know, Juan Soto as protection for one another. And you know, fingers crossed they stay healthy. I think this is a best case scenario for both parties. Super stoked about it.
So do you think you guys are going to lose him next year?
I don't know. I'm not entirely positive because I think what will happen if he has another similar year where he doesn't play super hot. I think he'll like try again, if you will. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know. Maybe this will be enough for him to be like, all right, I'm gonna be a career Met after all. I'm taking it at face value right now. I'm just gonna try to enjoy the year, expecting it'll be the last one.
Let me tell you, though. The Mets, top of the order, besides Lindor, pretty rough defensively and on the bases.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things still to work out. Everything is just great on paper. So we'll see what happens.
The Dodgers are. Let's not talk about them right now.
Mass.
Yo,
Toast?
You already gave one.
I did mine already. Yeah, it was to Kyle. Remember?
Oh, well, I didn't know if you had an additional one. I thought it was just a good fortune toast.
I mean, sure, I can do one. Toasted excellence because he's not here, so fuck him. To Saquon Barkley for actually getting a ring and pulling to Matthew Stafford. The second you leave a bottom team, you go to a team that really actually cares about you and wants to win, and you win his fucking Super Bowl. Also, Brandon Graham winning one, and who's the other person I cared about on that team?
Cooper
One more
DeJean?
person. Oh, Jalen Hurts, because I've been saying he was good since he was at Alabama.
Here.
Yeah,
Toast all of those guys for
to the
getting
Dirty Birds
That's right.
for laying the smackdown on Mahomes.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, listen, that's a good as transition as there could be. Anybody want to kind of just give their thoughts?
Cathartic.
I'll go first, if that's okay.
Yeah, do your thing.
I am so happy that the game happened the way it did. The Eagles' defense was electric all night. The front four were pretty much unstoppable. The Eagles' secondary was pretty good. The Chiefs didn't score until they fucking took all the starters out. And for the most part, the Eagles' offense was very good. Hurts made one bad throw, which really wasn't even. He just got hit while he threw it. And the Chiefs looked like a mess. Their offensive
It's pretty
line
great.
was horrific. Because you can't just plug and play players like they think they can.
Yeah. So it's funny as a group. I know you and Mass rooting for the Eagles, Paul rooting for the Eagles. Mock, I think, was actively rooting for the Chiefs, and I found myself at basically a true split. And I'm
I was at a true split too. Like I had reasons for either way, but
Mhm.
I was happy. Like keep going with yours.
Yeah, well, and kind of just piggyback what you said. Like I was happy that the Eagles won. I think like to me there was just better storyline pieces other than the three-peat, of which I was interested in. But like aforementioned, Barkley gets the ring. Brandon Graham gets a second, which I don't know if he's projected to retire or.
He
Yes.
already said he was.
Yeah, so it's a good way to kind of cap off a career. Like it was just there's more interesting things to come from Philadelphia winning than Kansas City when all the dust settles. Like I said before, I just wish that it was slightly more competitive. That would be my only takeaway.
I don't.
Same.
I was
That is
very cool with the way
perfect.
that
Yeah,
the game
perfect.
played out.
I think that the game can be like entertaining and lopsided at the same time.
That's fair.
Like we've all seen those games that like end like 34-17 and the other team was never in it, and but they were never in it because it was just like a bunch of just 2-yard runs that were stuffed and incomplete passes or dropped passes or whatever, and there's nothing exciting about it versus in the Super Bowl yesterday, the first half the Chiefs are losing 24-0. There was a diving interception, there was a borderline diving pass breakup, there was sacks, there were runs blown up behind the line of scrimmage, there were failed scramble attempts. It wasn't it was a completely one-sided game, but it was completely entertaining. It was an entertaining defensive thing to watch.
Yeah.
Quick question, because this inevitably always happens. I just haven't come across it. Has there been a report Mahomes was playing with a broken ring finger or anything like that? I feel like that always
They haven't
happens.
tried to cop out yet.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for that. That seems to always kind of happen whenever the losers,
Well,
it's the surfaces.
hasn't he like been quote unquote dealing with like a bum ankle since the Cleveland game?
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
Hey.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't have a problem with the injuries after. Like, yes, it does feel very like spoiled sport type of thing. Like your team just lost the game, and then it comes out that 4 of your stars, whatever, and it's like, because it's like all these guys are playing with massive injuries like all the time. Like they're not the losing team's no exception. There were players on the winning side that did the same thing. Um, there were playoff teams that didn't make it this far. There were teams that didn't make the playoffs. I mean, there's players like it's not a shot, but like Cooper Cup is probably for the past 3 years been playing through injury every single game he's played.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like he probably hasn't been a true 100% since his Triple Crown year.
You watch your fucking.
No, I'm not degrading him in any way.
Paul, I'm kidding.
No, with you, we never really know, Mass.
It's fair.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like, I would just feel more comfortable. I wish like the day before the game, they just kind of did like a disclosure on like all of those it's like there's the injury report, but nobody pays attention to it because you just expect like going out of the championship game, you like the only like surprise you'll have is somebody might like the Lions, for example, right? If the Lions had made it to the Super Bowl, like the only surprise you would have expected was like Aiden Hutchinson would have been cleared to go.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't have expected there to be a random like Amon-Ra St. Brown doubtful to play tag or something like that. So like I kind of just wish they would just announce all of it beforehand, like hey, like because they have that whole week of press conferences and like, oh, you guys seem to really struggle moving the ball and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, my scrambling ability hasn't really been there, this year. Ever since the Cleveland game, I had my ankle rolled up on. It just felt a little limited, because like then it just feels like okay, like we know about it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's almost like because like the only thing I hate about it, like good or bad, it just feels like a cop out because like there's no commentary about it. Then, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I guess you know what I mean. Like, oh, I've been playing with a bum ankle, and it's like, okay, well, nobody can really say anything about it now, so until like week 1 of next season, and they're like, oh, Mahomes coming, looking to bounce back from their Super Bowl loss where he played with a bum ankle, and it's like, now you're starting the whole season off with a negative narrative doesn't have anything to do with it.
right. So we'll see. I'm sure those type of reports will be soon to follow.
I don't know. It just felt like the Eagles had the Chiefs script.
Oh, they on almost every
No, they didn't have the
facet.
Chiefs trip. They had the best offensive line and defensive line in the league. And they just completely overpowered the Chiefs. It had nothing to do with having their scripts. Mahomes had no time to throw.
Well,
Well,
even
and-
his throws that like he was making, like
Well, I
the
think
corners were there.
Well, I think too what it was is like this was I think what we saw was a cool situation in the game, and because very rarely do you have an instance like you have in this game. So like the Philadelphia Eagles 50 or number 2 through 53 were better top to bottom. The only one that they weren't better on was running back. They're better everywhere else. Every offensive lineman was better than any of the Chiefs' offensive linemen. Every defensive lineman was better than any of the Chiefs' secondary receiver, all the way down the list, except for quarterback and head coach.
I think you said running back the first time, and I was very confused.
No, I meant quarterbacks, right?
Okay.
So everything except for quarterback, the Chiefs were at a disadvantage. Quarterback and coaching, I think that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
And what you see more times than not, especially against juggernaut teams, and you kind of saw this with Bruce Arians and his coaching staff when they played Mahomes, is teams try to figure out a way to make their guy that's the weakness elevate to the guy who's better. And that's not what the Eagles did, just like that's not what Bruce Arians did. Not that Brady was worse than Mahomes, but like what they did was they just out-coached them. They go, you know what? We can out-scheme them. We can out-coach them. And that's what they did. From an offensive standpoint, they went into it, and Kellen Moore went into Kellen Moore.
Yes.
Kellen Moore went into it and goes, they're going to do whatever it takes to make sure that Saquon Barkley doesn't beat them. So let's game plan around that. But let's not show them that we're not going to use Saquon. We're going to run the ball. We'll run it. It seemed like some plays were intentional inside runs into double team defensive linemen, knowing it wouldn't go anywhere, just to keep selling that they're going to keep doing it. On the defensive side of the ball, Vic Fangio outclassed Andy Reid 10 out of 10 times. And you can tell by the way Mahomes' footwork was. Mahomes was constantly expecting a blitz that never came. He was calling protections, he was audibling tight ends and running backs, and blocking schemes for a blitz that he saw that was never a reality. And
Question for that statement, though.
huh?
I have a question for that statement, though.
Okay.
The Eagles never rushed more than 4, but they did run stunts and switches to like pull a lineman off the line and run a line.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Is that a blitz?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. You there?
I still hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was you answered my question.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I think the definition, to me, I think a definition of a blitz is rushing more players than your defensive line scheme allows for. So the Eagles run a base 4-3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever, or like 3-4 with the outside linebacker, edge rusher type player. But they rush 4. That's what they do. So it doesn't matter how you rush 4. I think if all 4 defensive linemen drop back into coverage and you send 4 corners, it's still technically not a blitz. It's a unique rush package. That probably wouldn't work, but I don't think it's a. I
Be
think by
funny to watch.
definition, yeah, I think by definition, a blitz has to be sending more than you're usually sending.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I think actually, you know what? In order to not even like make it that, because then you run into the thing where like, oh well, their package scheme really is to rush 3, but they just rush 4 all the time. So technically, they always blitz. Like like say it's a 3-4 defense. I think this would be my argument to it. A blitz is when this is the way I would define it. A blitz is when a defense sends an equal to or greater than number of offensive linemen.
Yeah.
Equal to or greater than the number of offensive linemen. So there's always 5 offensive linemen. So if you rush 5 or more, it's a blitz. 4 or less is not.
In football, a blitz involves 5 or more players rushing during a single down. There you go.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much on par.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm having a Coors banquet.
Oh.
Golden, Colorado.
Which toast of excellence?
I have a sip of silence for Chicago Bears owner Virginia McCaskey, passing away at 102, as well as former Chicago Bears head coach Dick Duran.
A lot of Bears going down. Hashtag bear down.
Just wait till the season starts. I have 2 toasts of excellence. I'll do them real quick. By the way, hi Kyle.
You.
Oh, Kyle's nice.
You're welcome.
So mean to me for no reason. Oh, there is a reason?
No, I just not mean.
Agree to disagree. Sorry, it's like dry tickle. Where are they?
Slap and tickle.
The old slap and pickle. Oh, I only have one, and then I had like fun by the numbers for the Super Bowl. That's what I had. So my toast of excellence is to Harrison Ford. Bet you didn't have that on your bingo card.
Definitely did not.
I thought about it.
I'm sure Massey probably already saw this at some point, but I thought it was funny. And is anybody here a Star Wars fan?
No.
No. Okay. So if you know this reference, good for you. If you don't, I'm sorry. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but I've seen the movies and I know the references. I thought this was really funny. So, Harrison Ford is playing the Red Hulk in an upcoming Marvel movie,
Mm-hmm.
and in a presser, he was asked a question: who would win in a fight between Mark Ruffalo's Hulk and him as the Red Hulk? And his response was, "It really falls into the who shot first category, so the answer is Greedo." Well, it's really funny. It's just a real funny Star Wars
Han
reference
shot
that
first, you
just
bastard.
kind of broke out there. I liked it a lot.
Han shot first, you bastard.
It was Greedo, and you know it.
No, Han shot first.
Nope, it was Greedo. Han said
There's
it
two
himself.
things I'd like to also talk about.
Hmm.
If that's okay.
What?
No,
So,
we're busy talking
so
about this. Shut your mouth.
all right.
Well,
Han
Kyle,
shot first. All right, Kyle, now you can go.
Massey, can we meet in the middle,
No,
please?
maybe.
Can you just say yes for me?
Yes.
All right, Kyle. You don't have to shut your mouth, but you can't speak, but you can keep your mouth ajar. So I don't know if you're doing it, but I want you to be quiet with your mouth open.
Han shot first. Kyle, you can go now.
Kyle, don't do this pouting thing. I don't like it.
I talk now.
Yes.
Literally just said that.
Oh, I didn't hear that. You got a problem?
Yes.
Take it up my
Many,
water.
but too many to list.
Bailey's in the NBA All-Star game.
Who? Bailey,
Yeah.
like the wrestler?
Yeah.
Hmm.
The celebrity All-Star game. And like, it's pretty impressive that the Eagles getting pretty much hit on every draft pick and free agent signing, right?
Yeah, Howie Roseman might be the best GM in sports.
Guy just
Like, he
keeps
got
winning.
Zach Vaughn off the street, played pretty well, I guess.
Darius
God.
Slay, AJ Brown, Jalen Carter.
Saquon Barkley.
And here's a fun number for you. 6 Georgia Bulldogs won Super Bowl rings last night.
Don't worry, there'll be 8 next year.
I don't know. This wasn't really the year of the Bulldog.
You know, it's gonna be a bummer is Carson Wentz didn't get to play in the Super Bowl. You know, when the Eagles went, and then it basically gets nothing to show for it.
Yeah. Carson Wentz had an MVP caliber year, got hurt, and now Nick Foles is doing commercials with Tom Brady. And Nick Foles has the tied record for most touchdowns in a game. And Carson Wentz, was traded from the Eagles to the Colts, and the Eagles drafted players that just won the Super Bowl with it.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah. Do you guys want to hear some Super Bowl stats by the numbers?
I do.
Matthew?
Sure.
Kyle?
Yeah.
All right, well, if you guys don't want to hear them, I'm just kidding. All right, 0 is the points by the Chiefs in the first half, which is just the third time the Chiefs have been blanked in the first half in Patrick Mahomes' career, not exclusive to the playoffs. 1 is first downs by the Chiefs in the first half compared to the 13 by the Eagles. 2 is the times in Super Bowl history a team scored more points in the first half than yards it allowed, after the Eagles scored 24 points and allowed 23 yards.
That was pretty wild.
The 1985 Bears are the only other team to do that, where they scored 23 points and only and allowed minus 19 yards to the Patriots in the first half.
If you ever get the chance to watch the Super Bowl, you better. It is incredible.
What, the 85 Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, there was a woman in Chicago that made a prediction on the radio that the Patriots would score first and then never again, and they would win by the score, and she predicted it exactly.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. 2 again, interceptions of Mahomes in the first half. 2.5 sacks by linebacker Josh Sweat, who hadn't had a sack in 5 games. 3 is total touchdowns for Jalen Hurts. 6 is catches for Saquon Barkley, which is 2 more than his regular season high. Of this season, I mean. 8 was the made kicks by Jake Elliott.
I had to redo every single kick, it felt like.
33 passing yards for Mahomes in the first half, the fewest in Super Bowl era since Rex Grossman threw 32 in 2006. Point deficit, 34 point deficit. The Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes is 34 is Patrick Mahomes' biggest point deficit that he's faced in his career, and he technically faced it twice, both at 34-0 and 40-6. 2 minutes and 52 seconds, the time remaining on the clock when Nick Sirianni was doused in Gatorade, which is pretty wild to think about.
Yeah.
42 minutes and 27 seconds is the amount of time it took for the Chiefs to get across midfield. 120 seconds is how long it took John Batiste to perform the national anthem. And then 2,817 is the total number of rushing yards from first snap of week 1 to final snap of the Super Bowl for Saquon Barkley, breaking Terrell Davis's record of 2,762 for an entire season, including playoffs in 1998.
Wow.
And there's the Super Bowl by the numbers.
Very interesting.
But more importantly than that is, the narrative finally gets to be put to bed, and it makes me happy.
What's that?
Nobody any longer needs to wonder what Patrick Mahomes would have looked like if the Bears drafted him. We saw it.
Yeah. I have a question for the room. Just a question that doesn't have an answer. I'm kind of curious your thoughts. Do you feel as though if DeAndre Hopkins catches that one pass, that there's any sort of momentum swing for the Chiefs in that game? Or do you think it doesn't matter?
I don't remember. What was the stipulation? Like was it 4th down or something?
No, I want to say it was a 3rd down play. It was just like he was wide open. It was a
long third. He was wide open. He would have scored a touchdown. It was towards the end of the first half.
I mean, yeah, it could have. I mean, especially if he would have scored a touchdown on it. I mean, especially at that time, like, 24-0 is nothing to scoff at. Like, yes, we've seen it before. Like, what team was it? Was it the Colts that came back against the Falcons in the regular season?
Vikings.
The Patriots in the Super Bowl.
The Vikings did it. Yeah, the Patriots did 23 points in the Super Bowl. Like, of course we've seen it, but it's still a rare feat. But, I mean, I was explaining it to some of the people I was watching it with, like, why, when the Chiefs got the ball with, like, a minute and a half to go in the first half, and they went 3 and out, and the Eagles didn't really attempt to do anything. And they were like, why would the Eagles not try to score again? And it's like, because if you give up a score going into the locker room, and then the Chiefs come out and score again, now it's a 10-point game.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, could it have? Yes. Seeing how the entirety of the game really played out, like, armchair quarterbacking it, I don't think it really would have mattered.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely felt like just an overwhelming performance.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like the Eagles were just basically kind of doing whatever they wanted on both sides of the ball. I don't think that that Eagles team is a team that, like, would have been rocked by it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I mean, it would have definitely changed. I think it would have been a little bit closer of a game, but I don't think it would have really affected the outcome much.
Yeah. I was just curious because, to me, after watching the game, that was like the only thing that I felt was the biggest missed opportunity for them. Because I think just like we said, they were outplayed in almost every facet.
Did you guys see Mahomes like dapping up at the end of the game, walking down his sideline, and he dapped up like all of his offensive linemen and like Hopkins and Juju and Worthy, and then he just like and Kareem Hunt, and then he just like completely like blew past Sammy Perrine and then went and hugged Kelsey and like left Perrine hanging.
No, I didn't see that.
Is there any? Do you think there's anything to read into that, or do you think you just missed him?
No. I think it just didn't get caught on camera. I don't think he missed dapping him up. I just don't think he hugged him.
Hey,
You don't think what?
I don't think he missed him. I just don't think he hugged him. I think he still dapped him up.
Oh, because like the angle that I saw of it, like Perrine like kind of like looked at him with his hand still out, like he didn't dap him up.
They're beefing.
I don't know, but listen, that guy is responsible for the Bengals losing to the Rams in the Super Bowl. That guy was awful in that run.
You shut your whore mouth.
I don't know. Listen, the Rams went out right, but that guy did not know the plays. I watched it. That guy was lost out there.
It was a pretty good day for 2/5 of the crew's running back room though for the Eagles, huh?
Yeah.
Big fan. Big fan.
Big Ken Gainwell guy.
No. Kerry Blasingame, the fullback that the Bears cut in the right before the season started, signed with the Eagles.
Oh,
Yep. Bears decided they didn't need a fullback. Instead, wanted to use their third string offensive tackle to run fullback plays and then fumble on the goal line and lose to the Colts. Yep. Yeah, I mean, so Massey, as the resident football expert, is the season officially over?
No.
So when does the season officially end? Like 3:59 p.m. right before the 4 a.m. free agency start?
Let's see.
Like, can players
This year ends March 12th at 3:59 p.m.
So I'll just use the Bears for example because I know their free agency pool better. So can the Bears extend or re-sign Keenan Allen anytime up to then? Like, is he still technically is there a window that closes for expired free agents?
Let's see. Build the radio, guys.
Well, I'm waiting for Kyle to talk. Kyle's been quiet ever since I came on.
I've been talking.
Kyle, what'd you end up getting for a snack?
I already told you.
Tell me again.
It was a ham sandwich.
That's it, though? I thought you got chips and stuff.
No, I got peanut butter crackers.
Oh, see? You got it all over me, and then oh, yeah, I did get something else.
So, Kyle, just ham, cheese, and mustard?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You can negotiate with Keenan Allen all the way up until the start of free agency, and then you can still negotiate with him, but other teams can too.
I stole a handful of Duke's yellow mustard from the Whole Foods over the weekend.
Nice.
Reached my hand right into the bucket, just pulled out a palm full.
Gross.
It's a pretty funny line.
Underrated condiment.
Drove home with it. What'd you say, Kyle?
Mustard's an underrated condiment.
It's tied for the healthiest condiment.
I did not know that. Tied with what?
Hot sauce. They're both 0 calories and if you get technically even French's yellow mustard has no calories in it, but it's it's got preservatives and stuff in it that you probably shouldn't have.
Right.
But if you were to have an organic homemade mustard, it would just be made from mustard seeds. And then hot sauce is just basically made from vinegar and peppers.
Pretty simple procedure.
Yeah, they're both 0 calorie. They're very popular in the weight loss community.
Do love me some both of those.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not a
not
hot
together.
sauce guy.
I can't think of anything I would want mustard and hot sauce on.
No, yeah, that's a good point.
Imagine mustard wings.
I mean, maybe. Like,
And like you dip it in buffalo sauce. Like it's blue cheese.
I could definitely, like, if you went to a place and, like, all right, I got 6 of those wings, I could, that'd probably be it, though. Like, I wouldn't want to take down a bunch of mustard wings.
Well, I think the component to it though is that like for like the wing standpoint, like I don't think you could just like dredge them and just mustard right out of the gate. Like there's got to be it's got to be a mustard base sauce almost.
Mustard dry rub.
Well, no, the only reason I'm saying is because like mustard is a very like thin condiment. You know, it's very like loose and liquidy. So I think if you were to just like rub mustard onto like fresh fried hot wings, it would just kind of become too thin from the heat and just fall off.
Mm.
Like it wouldn't adhere to it. You know, that's why like most of these wings they either have some sweet component to them, or like in the case of like a buffalo, they have like a fat component, like a you know like buffalo sauce, but like a couple knobs of butter in there.
Right.
You know,
Thicken it up.
some sort of like a food adhesive. You know, and then dry rub, obviously, you know, you're just rubbing it on.
So definitely not out on the mustard wing.
I think Massey would try a mustard wing.
Yeah, I'm in.
Not a honey mustard wing, though.
Yeah, I'm in.
Honey mustard's yucky.
I'm in.
I'm in on the spicy brown mustard wing, though.
That'd be good. Some Goldens.
I like all mustard.
I'm not a big honey mustard guy. I can have it like mixed into things. But it's definitely like not my go-to. But for the rest of them, though, like
Isn't it the sauce you get at Chick-fil-A?
Dijon's pretty good. Is Grey Poupon a form of Dijon mustard?
I always
Yes.
thought it was.
It is, right? Okay. So like, you know, like
Yeah,
I like a Dijon. I mean, spicy brown's probably my favorite, or like a stone ground mustard. Big fan of that.
You know what you're supposed to do with that?
With what?
Add it right into a good cheese sauce to try and make a beer cheese sauce.
Yep.
That's what I was told. Hey, listen.
Really wish I knew what the presented options were beforehand.
Listen, say what you will. I didn't think it was that bad.
I did.
No, it wasn't that bad. It was just gritty. Like the texture was just off. Like the flavor profile of it wasn't really bad. It was just that, you know, when you're trying to have something like that, you expect a creamy consistency.
So here's the thing. I looked at a recipe and that's what it said. I was surprised to find out that wasn't the move.
The recipe that you saw called for spicy brown mustard?
Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
That's the only reason I bought it. Not that I just traditionally don't keep it in the house. I don't know. I just don't. Still got a bag of those pretzels.
Pretzels are awesome.
Gonna make some more beer cheese.
Let me tell you, pretzels are fucking king.
They are. They are.
They're not.
They're not. They're not.
Against the grain to right back into it.
All right, well, what do you guys want to talk about?
What about pretzels?
Okay.
Fucking awesome.
Would you like to lead off the conversation about the pretzels then?
Yeah, hey, real quick, I just want before we get into the pretzel talk, I just want you to know very quickly. I just read through 13 different beer cheese recipes, and none of them said to use spicy brown or stone ground mustard. all other various types of mustards, but not gritty mustards.
I don't know what to tell you. It was one of those, like, you type in beer cheese recipe, and you open up the page, and you gotta, read through a 3-paragraph, essay about what brought them to this point.
Was it a
Definitely last-
5-paragraph essay?
Definitely the last time I'm ever going to Kendall's house for football, I can tell you that.
Oh,
Introduction, climax,
yeah,
conclusion.
but what's your thesis statement, Kyle?
That pretzels can survive on their own.
All right, good thesis. Let's prove that point.
I mean, instead of talking about pretzels, should we just do like a quick 5-round pretzel draft?
Yes, we should. We should. Yes, we should. We should. We should.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
Why?
I don't know 5 different kinds of pretzels, let alone 25.
Well, there's only 4 of us, so your math is wrong.
20. Fuck you.
And
He's got a point, you know.
You definitely know 20 different pretzels.
If I do, I can't name them.
Sure, you
You can
can.
be like restaurant specific if you want.
Or brand specific. I'm not really sure what restaurant specific means, but
I'll let you know.
well, that's if you get the first pick.
Not gonna be my first pick.
But Matt, you can go with different brand pretzels and like pretzel things. But it's just I think
Yeah,
pretzel.
fine. Go ahead.
I think pretzel has to be the main component.
And
So,
two,
like-
I feel like
so,
all our drafts
For
kind of.
example, well, like I'm saying, for example, like the pretzel M&M would not qualify, or like a Take 5 bar, because there's pretzel in it, but it's not the main component.
But you can take the rest of this Take 5 though.
No, you can't. That's,
It's just so good that I can't.
no.
Yes. No, but it is very good.
All right, let's do it. Reed, what's the order?
All right, 1 second. It is Souls, Paul, Massey, me.
Okay.
All right, first pick. Pretzel maker, Riddler pretzel bites.
So why did you say you weren't taking it first if you took it first?
No, there's another one.
All right.
The Grand Illusion.
I think I just had a stroke.
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what Kyle's talking about, but I'm gonna take the. I'm gonna go right off the cusp there. I'm gonna take the little pretzel nuggets with the peanut butter inside,
It's a good one.
like those.
I've eaten a lot of those in my lifetime.
Do you have a preferred brand?
No,
The one from Stu Leonard's is pretty good.
Mm.
I'll take that one. That's one of those ones where like the brand doesn't really bother me at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're pretty much the same, I guess.
But I'll take the 200 one.
Those got the black cap, Kyle? I don't remember.
I don't fucking know.
It
I
comes
just
in
eat
like
the same things.
comes in the plastic tub.
Yep.
All right, who's next?
Masses up.
I'm gonna take the Snyder's hot mustard pretzels
Hot mustard ones.
or
All right.
regular mustard. Honey mustard. Honey mustard is the good ones.
Oh, okay. Well, they do make they make a buffalo one, but they also make a spicy other one, and so I thought that's what that flavor was.
No, honey mustard. Honey mustard are the good ones.
Honey mustard and onion pretzel bites. It's a good pick.
Yeah, those.
It's a good pick.
Those are great.
I think it's the only pretzel on the list that you get like a Cheetle dust from.
Well, it's funny, Mass, because I had the Buffalo one lined up.
Well, you can still take it.
That's what I mean. I'm taking the Snyder's Buffalo pretzel bites.
Okay, and what's your back-to-backer?
All right, my back-to-backer. Paul is going to hate this pick. I like these. I'll be taking the traditional combo.
Terrible.
I don't know why. I really like the combo.
Reach. All right, Mass, you're up.
Kyle, it might be a reach, but I'm afraid that you're going to take it.
Nah, I have like 4 other ones.
I don't know if it's Auntie Anne's or what's the other one? Pretzel Time that does like
Yep.
the pepperoni pretzel pillow
Like the
kind of things, but I want
like the
that.
like the stuffed pretzels.
No. Those are good too. Yeah, I'm gonna do that stuffed pretzel one.
Okay, all right. I am going to take the mini pretzel dogs.
Nice.
So Buffalo Wild Wings.
Wait,
They have these.
This is
everything.
already an L.
It's not.
It is.
I'm just explaining them to you, so relax. They have these
They're just
everything.
pretzel bites, Kyle.
They're everything pretzel bites.
Yeah, those are all just pretzel. I accept it.
They're so good.
They are very good.
And I'm taking a throwback classic, a pretzel stick.
Nobody likes those.
Everybody
Any specific brand?
You don't like the yellow? It was like a yellow box.
Bachman.
God damn it! God damn it! That's what I was gonna fucking take. Kyle, I've never even seen Kyle eat a pretzel stick. He's such a Jew.
Oh,
Eh,
all
Kyle's
the
never.
salt at the end.
Kyle hasn't had a pretzel stick in like 40 fucking years.
I'm not 40 yet.
I think that's the thing you got
which
defended.
makes it that much more possible.
Kyle's a real piece of shit for that. Guy doesn't even like
Good.
pretzel sticks.
I do.
No, you don't. I hope Bryce Harper misses the
say it.
first 2 weeks of the season.
That's kind of fucked up, Paul.
Not for injury. I hope that like his mom like gets evicted from her house and he needs to help her move.
You would just hire somebody.
Maybe.
No, it's a family matter. He needs to be there. All right. I used to really not care for these all that much, but I've grown to really enjoy them because they're a staple in my house because they're Samantha's favorite. So I've grown to really enjoy them. I'm gonna take the Snack Factory pretzel chips.
Got a go-to flavor?
Just the original. All the other flavors are trash.
I was a little surprised by that take. I don't know why.
I'm sorry. Did I offend you?
Oh no
Yes.
offense. I'm offended.
As you should be. It's Massey's pick.
Ashley, which kind of favorite pretzel? Which favorite kind of pretzel?
I like that first take. That was kind of like a drunk Ashley.
Shut up, Kenny.
What's your favorite pretzel?
Actually. Hey, bitch.
Come here.
She says normal, like twisted pretzels, but like the dry kind that you get in a bag.
Like
Like,
the spin, the Spinzels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Spinzels.
she said those.
Okay. I mean, Massey, I don't know why you're like you still know pretzels from here. like we haven't even like nobody has even said the regular pretzel yet. Like you could have just like you're acting like you're just protesting this to be a dick.
No, I was just asking Ashley what her favorite kind was.
Nope.
Well, fuck you too.
I never said fuck you. I said you were a dick. There's a difference.
Fuck you.
Well, that's fine. You can say fuck you, but just not fuck you too.
That's why I corrected it.
Well, it didn't say edit next to your text.
Who's
I
up?
would also
Kendall?
the next time that we're together, Massey, can you teach me how to like edit things like you do with like
Okay.
italics and like crossing lines out and stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that, but I want to.
I'd be more than happy to teach you.
Kendall, go.
All right, I got a back-to-back here. This first one, I feel like I'm gonna get hate for.
Can I guess what it is?
Yes.
Is it the fucking pretzels that you dip in the cheese?
No. No. That's funny. You actually confused me, but no, not those. Both I believe are Snyder products. Like the blonde pretzel twists, I like those a lot. And then the second, I think they just go by the sourdough pretzel nugget. I think that's what it's called. I like those a lot.
Well, back to mass.
I'm gonna take the cinnamon pretzel bites from. I think it's Auntie Anne's.
They both have them.
Yeah,
Whichever one is the better one.
that's my next pick. I think pretzel maker's just better. Like, there's some Auntie Anne's that I've had that were just straight up just like stale ass food.
You know what, Kyle? You're a good guy, so I'll take Auntie Anne's. You can have the other ones.
Paul's gonna take it. Actually, Paul doesn't like cinnamon.
No, those are fucking terrible. And Kendall, were you talking about the honey wheat?
Yes. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you shouldn't be allowed to have them since you don't know what they're called.
My
I
bad.
have some in my house.
I'm gonna take. Actually, you know what I'm gonna take? I actually bought these at the store the other day because I was so intrigued by them. So Snyder's started making pretzel sandwiches.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna take the Snyder's cheddar cheese pretzel sandwich.
Now this intrigues me.
So it's just like the same cheese that you would have in like those cheese like crackers, like the Austin cheese crackers,
Mm-hmm.
or like a Ritz Bits, but it's in between two Snyder snaps.
Huh. Game changer.
I will take the cinnamon
Toast crunch.
pretzel
Pretzel.
bites from Pretzel Maker,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will end it with just the regular rolled gold pretzels.
The bow.
Yeah.
All right. I'm torn here because I feel like this needs to be taken because it wasn't, but like it's not my favorite thing in the world. But I feel like it can't go unclaimed. So I'm just gonna take this standard like soft pretzel,
Yeah, that's fair.
extra salt. I just feel like it's one of those things like we're doing a pretzel draft, and I feel like just like I've been thinking for the past 3 rounds, like oh someone had to have taken that and I just missed it. Like you know what I mean? Like you're doing like it's just such the most obvious answer to take kind of thing
Mm-hmm.
that you kind of forget it. And like I just feel like in a pretzel draft you can't not take just the soft pretzel.
Whose wedding was it that had pretzels?
I was gonna take it back.
I don't remember.
I don't know, Mox.
Was it Mark or Jeff?
All I
don't know.
remember about Jeff's wedding was that it was during football.
All I remember about Jeff's wedding was that I was still really drunk from the stag the night before.
I was watching the football game with Andy.
And Massey, what did you say?
I said I was gonna take the soft pretzel on the way back.
Oh, for your last pick?
Yeah.
If the group will allow
I would
it.
have gotten taken.
If the group will allow it, I will rescind the pick if you'll take it. I feel like it needs to go.
I'm not
I'll
taking it.
take it.
So are we cool with letting that just be Massey's
Yeah,
pick?
I'm cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. So my time expired. We'll just go with that. See, you know what? Like, I really want to take, but I always think I'm going to like them, and then I don't when I eat them. Are like those like pretzel rods that are dipped in chocolate.
Yeah.
I'm always like, oh, I'm gonna love this, and then I bite into it, and I'm like, I don't want this.
It's tough on your teeth.
I just don't like it. Man, I'm really torn here because I don't really like a lot of like outside of the box pretzel things. I'm a pretty standard pretzel guy, I think. I could take yogurt covered pretzels, but I'm not an asshole.
You can take flips,
I don't even know what that is.
like the chocolate covered pretzels.
It's easy to wreck one of those bags without even trying.
I don't think I know what that is, but you know what I'll take? And it's only because it's so ridiculous of an item to exist, but I've had them and they're not that bad. I'm going to take the pretzel shells. I got a bag. I saw a bag of those at Whole Foods one time. And I was
Pretzel
like,
shells like that have the stuff inside them.
no, the complete opposite. They're just hard pretzel and nothing inside.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, like it's just air. It's almost like you know like a veggie straw.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like that
Yeah.
but pretzel.
That's weird.
Yeah, but it's kind of cool. Like I mean, you know, like I would never like I the first time I saw them, I was so intrigued by them because I was at Whole Foods doing like a beer visit for one of my because I have the Whole Foods in Fairfield, and I was like, this is ridiculous, and I was like, I'll try a bag, and you know, like I wouldn't buy it for my house, but like I would eat it if it was available.
That's fair.
I'm gonna take just pretzel salt. It's just salt,
That's pretty funny.
but it's 4 pretzels, so it's pretzel themed.
Pretty funny.
Yeah, all right, Kendall, last pick.
Okay. I'm gonna take the. Have you guys seen these? It's the Slim Jims that have the like the pretzel casing around it.
No,
Nah, I made it up. But would you buy something like that?
Oh. no.
Maybe.
It concerns me that It concerns me that the fact that they even sell Slim Jims with cheese is sitting on a shelf.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
I don't want my Slim Jim skin to be pretzeled.
That'd be such a weird like texture thing. The crunch right into that weird dried up hot dog. Last pick. Big fan of this. Just as is, no coverings, whatever. Just the pretzel rod. Nice, dense, thick pretzel rod.
Ew.
My dad loves those.
Oh, you bite into those, the crumbs go freaking everywhere.
My dad's also a big pretzel guy.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me considering you are just a smaller Bob.
I am.
Micro Bob.
I'm a younger Bob.
Eh. Not your best work, but not your worst.
What do you
Did
think?
you guys see that? Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just say, what do you think is your biggest Bob tendency?
Ever since living with Bob, I sit on the couch and just twist my hair.
The hand in the pants.
Yeah, classic.
What's weird though is it's always in Bob's pants.
Hilarious.
You kind of would laugh at it, but I guess I'm not that.
No, I
funny.
I've been
did.
telling
I did.
everybody lately that they owe me $52.50.
That's a good one too.
Like everybody. Kids at work, they give me $52.50. They're like, "What?" I'm like, "Shut up."
No, that's
So
very
just a
funny.
Bob thing?
Oh, I have 2 new toasts. One to Chris Paul for just being a straight up just G to Giannis. I didn't see this the other night. Did you guys see Giannis and Chris Paul get into it in a game?
No.
No.
Chris Paul like aggressively fouled Giannis, and he got all up and was like, "Fuck you" and this and that and blah blah blah. And Giannis
Oh,
was
I
like,
did see that. Yeah.
Giannis was like, "See me after the game," and Chris Paul was like, "I'll be there because you ain't like that." And it's like Chris Paul's just like, "What are you doing, man? That guy's reach is longer than you, but good for him." And then my other toast of excellence is to Darian Kennard. He got to post the ultimate petty move,
What's
and
that?
it's something Mass would appreciate.
I like Petty.
He posted something saying because he was a Chiefs offensive lineman for the last 3 years, and he's an Eagles offensive lineman, and he goes, "My boys didn't get the three-peat, but I sure did."
That's
Hilarious.
awesome.
That's pretty good.
So, are you guys excited for the Chiefs like revenge tour next year?
No.
Well, we
'Cause
gotta,
it's gonna be pretty wild after the math that I learned today.
what's that?
Well, the Chiefs, as of right now, have a projected $15 million in cap space going into free agency.
Mm-hmm.
But if they restructure Patrick Mahomes' deal into a signing bonus this year and add a void year to the end of Travis Kelce and Chris Jones,
Mm-hmm.
Chris Jones.
Chris Jones's deals, they can put that 15 up to 78 mil.
Wow.
And it's gonna be really funny watching the Chiefs do that, just so that they can not only keep their offensive lineman that they were going to lose in free agency, but then go out and get Josh Sweat and T. Higgins.
I just like the
Revenge
Chiefs'
begins.
mantra. Oh, go Mass.
No, it's just saying the revenge begins.
Yeah. Like the mantra though of, hey, let's not try to bolster our offensive line. Let's just get more aging wide receiver talent. That's the key that's missing.
Yeah.
What did you just say?
What?
Pal
What did
trucking
you
out in the back.
This guy's having some
And
pretzels?
he asked what you said.
Oh, I said that the mantra of not bolstering their, offensive line, but continuing to sign or trade for aging wide receiver talent.
Yep. They'll get Tyreek Hill back.
Oh, absolutely. This is exactly what's going to happen. I think what's a nice has been running back they could add?
Samaje Perine.
Besides him, who was and never was, by the way.
Jones.
Who?
Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to think, like somebody who's a little bit more relevant, like 2 years ago. Oh, listen, they're getting Travis Etienne. That's for sure going to happen. They're going to trade for him.
He's way too young.
Facts.
And he might have a huge year this year.
They said that going into this year.
Well, did you see how the Buccaneers used the running backs last year?
I saw that they play in Florida.
You're so funny, Kendall.
Yep.
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 Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, 1 and 3.
3.
Okay.
Hey, you guys want to see Matthew cry?
Uh-oh.
Sure.
All right, Mass, ready?
Yep.
Okay, he's not really going to cry, but
I might.
he'll say "aw." During the Battle of Hogwarts, the head of Nearly Headless Nick finally came off, and after school restorations were completed, he finally was able to join the Headless Hunt. Thus, Gryffindor needed a new house ghost, and over a 3-year span, there were many applicants, especially students, that died in the fight. The title was finally given to a certain ghost who came from many generations of Gryffindors, and 12 years later, Ron and Hermione's children were no longer nervous to go to Hogwarts because they knew they'd finally meet their uncle.
Yeah, I knew where you were going with that. Also, I don't believe that at all.
You're still crying. You're still crying out of your penis.
Hey,
Yeah.
Paul and Matt, I got a game for you too.
Ooh, all right. I'm ready for it.
Love to be not included.
Well, there's a reason why, Kendall.
Yeah, because it's exclusively surrounding Rudy Gobert's career stats, and you don't know him well enough.
Man, when you get this, Paul, you're gonna wonder, you're gonna understand why I'm very impressed.
Okay.
So I sent Kendall a text message today, telling him what kind of state he loves. Can you think of the state that Kendall loves?
I mean, I'm gonna guess it's either Utah or Minnesota.
Which one is it?
Utah,
Wrong.
Minnesota.
Correct.
I'm so lost.
Well, I made the joke about Kendall not being able to play the game because I made a Rudy Gobert, and then I made a Rudy Gobert joke, so Kyle was like, "Man, can't believe that."
All right,
Oh, is
Paul,
that why
Matt,
you
see?
So you
Is
just
that
read
what-
the you just read the Kyle. That's all.
Is that why you texted me what you texted me? Because you were just doing that.
Yeah.
What?
All right.
Oh.
Now, Kendall and Massey,
Yep.
what is Paul's favorite state?
Oh man, this person just roasted the shit out of Angel Reese.
Illinois.
Nope.
Person just roasted the.
Oregon.
Nope. You can ask questions.
Oh,
Nobody.
I
Is it
care.
from the south?
Can somebody just care real quick?
I care. What happened?
Angel Reese just got roasted.
What happened?
On October 22nd of last year, she tweeted, "They hate you online but
Oh,
love
you
you in
saw this.
person."
Okay.
And then she retweeted it yesterday and said exactly. And then this person commented on it and just said, "Man, she's even rebounding her own tweets." So
Yeah.
funny.
Made me laugh pretty good when I saw that.
It makes me so mad that that McDonald's has the Angel Reese meal.
I didn't know that they had the Angel Reese meal.
What is the Angel Reese meal?
It's a double bacon quarter pounder with fries and a high C.
That's meh.
Black drink.
I also think McDonald's is really tie themselves onto these celebrity endorsement meals that are just slightly different than what you can just get anyway. It's like, oh man, Bad Bunny used to order this all the time. Like, what do you mean? You guys had these ingredients anyway.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is Burger King should get involved.
You don't need to.
I think they do. I want the John Daly meal.
That would be a Wendy's meal.
That's just a shot of gin.
Imagine that. Go to Burger King, you'll get the John Daly meal, bring out the tray. Oh, perfect.
You're so funny,
Yeah.
Kendall.
I'm lost.
Because John Daly smokes a lot of cigarettes. Get it?
Oh, okay.
I don't think that
No.
was the punchline.
That's how I took it, though. So it makes sense.
Oh man. Google finally updated it.
I'm listening.
Google updated the Google Earth platform. It no longer says Gulf of Mexico. It says Gulf of America.
They did that a while ago.
I just saw it today.
Hey, Massey.
You.
You've just been shitting on everything I've been excited about so far.
What
Yo, Pat.
what Harry Potter's schools would we all be a part of?
They never guessed my state.
I didn't guess correctly.
But I did guess.
Do we keep going on that? Then do the Hogwarts thing?
Yeah,
Sure.
sure.
All right. Is it a West Coast state?
Yes.
No.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Then I guess not.
Well, is it
Damn, that's funny.
is it west of the Mississippi River?
Yes.
Is it a Midwest state?
No.
Do the Rocky Mountains go through this state?
Yes.
Is it Colorado?
No.
Is it Idaho?
No.
Is it Arizona?
No.
You can ask questions.
Yeah, Massey's also just not guessing.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think about the freaking what's it called?
Is Las Vegas in this state?
No.
What?
That's the same way of just guessing if it's Nevada.
US map.
I'm playing a dangerous game.
I don't know if dangerous
Okay.
is the right word.
Is there a Salt
Wyoming.
Lake in this state?
There you go, Mass. Good job. Massey got it. It's Wyoming.
Listen, the Rocky Mountains don't go through Wyoming.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do, Kendall. It's right above Colorado.
And it's also a West state,
But it's not a West Coast state.
but it is.
It's
It,
not.
it's almost exclusively not a coast state.
I like you guys, but it is.
It's on the western side of the hemisphere.
Nope.
Yep.
No, technically not.
It's pretty much just Connecticut, and everything else is west.
That's still also not true.
Oh, that's so
For me,
funny.
that's how it is.
Yeah, I mean, Rhode Island is definitely not west.
Rhode Island's not a real state.
All right, well, Maine's also not west.
Yeah, but it's still gay.
You know what?
Well, that's a different argument.
I never considered that.
So
You know why?
That's
you know
fair.
why Maine? You know why Maine is gay? Because Pat likes
Pat.
Maine.
yep, he gets it.
Pat's one of them queer-eye sexuals.
Pat
Hilarious.
loves Florida. This kid has no taste.
All right, Massey, you gonna give us our houses?
And I want a description of why.
I think. Oh, wait. No, so I have a question before you go, Mass. Are you doing this just as in like what houses you think we would be in, or are we all getting an individual house?
What houses you guys? I think you guys would be in. Two of you
Okay.
might be in the same
You
house.
should ask. You should add Mock and Jeff and Pat into this as well.
Oh man. Well, I have an opinion on this as well.
Well, we can all go.
All right. We can let Mass go first, though. You asked Mass.
Yes.
Yes.
There's only one person I'm stuck on.
I know what Pat is.
Kyle, you're Hufflepuff.
Is it because I'm fat?
I knew I was going to ask that. No, Kyle, because then a lot of us would be in Hufflepuff. Basically, everybody but Kendall would be in Hufflepuff.
But why am I in Hufflepuff?
It
Because
just
it's-
seems like the Kyle house.
Oh, I have a different reasoning.
Oh, what's your reasoning?
It's the closest thing to Bubble Butt. Because I can just picture Kyle walking around Hogwarts going, Hufflepuff, Hufflepuff. To piss Pat off the whole time.
That's pretty funny. Man, Paul, I think would be Ravenclaw.
You're damn right.
Is it because he's a Raven?
No, Ravenclaws are clever, and I very rarely meet somebody more clever than Paul, even if it's in mischievous things.
Excellent.
Kendall, I think, is going to Gryffindor.
Fucking.
Because no matter what we dare him
Yes,
to
Alex.
do, he does it.
Thank you.
And also, like, nobody likes Gryffindors.
There it is.
Let's see.
You're also the closest thing we have to Harry Potter.
That's true.
And
Until I get my
Ron.
glasses back.
I feel like you're just going because I'm wearing glasses. Like, that's the only reason.
You have long hair like you did in the fourth movie.
That's true.
Mock kind of looks like Harry
Hold on,
Potter.
hold on.
But like he looks like Harry Potter when he's still wearing his glasses after the polyjuice potion for Crab.
That's very funny. Jeff is going to be in Slytherin.
Yep.
No explanation needed.
Pat's going to be in Gryffindor.
He's more of a Hufflepuff guy.
He's either Hufflepuff or Gryffindor, but Gryffindor has always had the jocks and the guys who are always just good at everything and won just because they did. And that's
Pat's so
Pat.
handsome.
And
So
Mock.
the handsome guys will go to Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
Mock either goes to
Hufflepuff.
Slytherin or Hufflepuff.
Mock Slytherin.
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
And Massey, where are you?
Hufflepuff.
Oh, I'm in Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
I don't. I disagree with some. I agree with some.
I'm definitely in Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
Also,
Hufflepuff.
I have you in Souls. I have you in Souls in Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff.
I have
Kyle.
you guys. I have you guys in Hufflepuff. I do.
Kyle,
Yeah.
you got mad when I assigned you to Hufflepuff, but I got put in Hufflepuff with you, buddy.
That just means we're gonna be one really bad Quidditch team.
Well, yeah.
I'm for sure in Ravenclaw.
Yep.
I agree with that 100%. Jeff is in Slytherin.
Yep.
I also think Pat is in Slytherin, and this is my reasoning as to why. I think if we were to all be transitioned into the wizarding world, Pat's like just kind of one of those people that is just part of like an old, like rich, pure blood family, and like just like basically the wizarding version of
That's why I was thinking about putting Mock in Slytherin.
No, see, Mock's in Gryffindor, and here's the reason why. Mock's in Gryffindor, and here's the reason why. Because Mock's brothers are cooler than him, and they would have got put in Gryffindor, and it would have been like the Weasley effect.
Oh, okay, so he's Ron.
Yeah, no, he's not Ron. He's more like
Ginny.
The other twin.
Yeah, and then Kendall is a curveball. Kendall's also a Gryffindor, but he died, and he's a ghost.
I'm in.
Would you like my reasonings?
Kendall drank too much
Oh.
butterbeer. Kendall drank too much butterbeer and got crazy in Beast class.
Yes, Kyle, I would love to hear your rankings for all the different houses.
All right, Mock Slytherin because he's a snake.
I knew that was coming at some point.
Right, just straight aggression right out of the gate, like
Yep.
Jeff is Slytherin. We all know why.
because he wears boots.
And Jeff, just he turned your back on you. Pat is definitely Hufflepuff because I think like that's the gayest one.
I like these last two reasonings are just hilarious.
Mhm.
They're Kyle.
I don't really know what Ravenclaw is, so Paul, you're not
The
that.
smart guys.
Ooh, no
Raven-
one's going in Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw's like clever and wit and like
Nah.
into like the like extraterrestrial type things.
Paul's
Stargazers.
Gryffindor because Paul
the
would be the
closet.
most like
It's the-
Harry.
It's the most closet gay one.
Paul would be the most like Harry and would convince us all to do a lot of dumb shit.
I'm not hating what I'm hearing.
Like he would ask us to go down to the fucking Sorceress of Stone, you know? He would convince us to do it.
Kyle?
We're just
Are you
gonna.
also saying that I would be good at Quidditch?
Yeah, probably.
I think I'd be good
Kyle?
at Quidditch.
Yeah.
What's the Sorcerer's Stone?
It's the second movie.
No, it's right next to the target.
Oh man,
Oh, that was such a good answer.
it was just so convicting too.
Not wrong.
It is though, Kyle.
I think Kevin
Oh, jeez.
Kendall is
Kevin?
Ravenclaw because I feel like we would pick on them the most.
Hufflepuffs actually get picked on the most.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Kendall, you're
but,
Hufflepuff then.
yeah, but you know what though? Kendall would have been Hufflepuff, but Kevin is for sure Ravenclaw.
And then me, I'm Slytherin.
No, Kyle, you're a Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
You're-
Hufflepuff.
Kyle, you are out of everybody in this group the easiest to pin.
You and Massey are both Hufflepuffs, but for very different reasons.
Yeah.
What is
You're
my
a
reason?
You're a Hufflepuff because you have so much heart.
Correct.
Oh,
Massey's a Hufflepuff because he's a foodie.
Yes, absolutely.
And because the Hufflepuff dorm entrance is in the kitchen.
Also, they're just
what is such a big heart? All right, so I gotta
They're
take that out of that. That
they're
doesn't
just
have a heart.
they're just a class full of stoners too.
Kendall,
No,
let's
I
not,
put Pat in Slytherin.
I want Kendall to be able to contribute to this, but in a different way, because we've kind of just said what we're gonna say. So Kendall, I would like you to do place all of us, but as like Hogwarts teachers and staff members. So like, what classes would we
Real
teach, or
quick.
what staff roles would we have?
Paul,
Yeah.
you ever see the Smosh episode where Shane's doing Professor Snape's voice?
Yeah.
So good and so funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
So funny. All right, Kendall, go ahead.
All right. I don't know why. Just jumping out to me immediately. I feel like masses and potions. I don't know why. Just
Hell yeah!
I just get that
I was putting
vibe.
Massey as the teacher that turns into a cat.
That's Professor
Oh,
McGonagall.
Garfield.
I'll take Transfiguration.
Hey Kyle, how do you feel about Brianna Boho?
Who's that?
Brianna Boho?
Yeah, who is that?
That's that like slut lady that Courtney Miller plays.
Oh, I'm in.
Hold on. Kendall's got to finish his list.
Okay, all right. So Massey's potions.
Yep. Paul, your defense against the dark arts.
All right.
Well, Paul's dead or gone by the end of the year.
Well, I mean, there's for whatever reason there's just a massive turnover, but there shouldn't be. You know, we get a good guy in there.
Voldemort put a hex on the job. No, that's legitimately the reason.
Oh, well, see, I didn't know that.
Like, canonically. He applied for the job. Dumbledore told him no, so he put a hex on the class so nobody else would last for more than a year.
Kyle, I kind of see as and I'm gonna screw up what this role is called, but like the kind of like the plants and
Herbology.
Herbology.
okay. I don't know why. Just I
Because
get
you think he looks like Professor Sprout.
I'm definitely the teacher that deals with those really annoying little creatures that yell real loud.
Yeah, that's exactly
what he just said.
Oh, cool.
Pat.
Good job, Ken.
Yeah, I do what I can. Pat is the one-time scene teacher teaches about Quidditch and flying on the brooms there. Don't even know her name.
Madam Hooch.
I mean that's technically a professor, right? Even though it's just or no.
Got a cool.
She still teaches.
It's like the gym teacher almost.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Made myself laugh pretty good.
Just because, Jeff's gonna be the freaking janitor. Just that the guy who walks around with Mrs. Norris.
Oh, Mr. Filch.
Yeah, Mr. Filch.
What did you
That
say
was
Pat
Pat?
was?
The Quidditch gym teacher girl.
Madam Hooch.
She's got a big cooch.
Man, I disagree with a lot of this.
Who did you make Filch?
Jeff.
Oh, that's funny. Who did you make Mock?
I haven't picked Mock yet.
Okay.
So Mock is gonna be the short guy who is like in charge of the choir.
Professor Flitwick.
Flitwick Charms.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, he's
All
not
right.
charming, so that shouldn't work.
And then that it, right?
I disagree with a
that's
lot of this.
All right, let's hear Kyle's.
What I would think of people?
Did you guys see the official final offer for the Pirates to try to get the 1/1 Paul Skeens rookie card?
No.
So it was the 11-year-old collector pulled the 1/1 Paul Skeens rookie debut patch autograph rookie card,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So this is the official offer. Like the Pirates have officially announced this offer online. 2 Pirates season tickets behind home plate for 30 years, a meet and greet with Paul Skeens, 2 Paul Skeens autographed jerseys, 1 home, 1 away, a private tour of Pirate City and Leckham Park, 1 Pirates game of his choice with Livy Dunn in her suite, and the coolest of all of them, a 9-inning softball game for 30 people at PNC Park with coaching from Pirates alumni and current players.
Yeah, I want that.
Yeah, I don't care about being a Pirates fan. I just want that so bad. Are you kidding me? Imagine if I just said to you guys, like, hey, what are you guys doing this coming weekend? Nothing? Great. We're going to Pittsburgh and we're playing softball with McCutcheon.
I'm having a kid.
You can have another one. Bring the kid. I have 30 seats.
There.
It would be so cool. I would make you guys drive to Pittsburgh so many times.
Ray, why don't you just ask him for a house down in Pittsburgh?
No, I don't want to inconvenience you guys.
That's a spirit.
I think Jeff's is the potions teacher. I don't know why. To me, I can see Jeff in a Snape long cloak, just walking around yelling at people.
Potter.
Yeah, Massey is Transfiguration.
I'll take that.
He's teaching the trans.
Yep. I agree with Kyle being herbology. I think it's very fitting of Kyle.
I would wake you guys up every night with those guys.
I think Pat is Dumbledore. I think Pat would be a good headmaster. I think he's also a good master of head. Hey-o.
Boom.
I'm Hagrid, not the Beast teacher, just the keeper of games, just that guy, the kind of everybody loves that dude type of guy. I don't know why, just because I think it's super bewitting and funny and just all of that stuff. I actually think that Kendall is the flying teacher.
Madam Hooch.
Yep.
Got the same haircut.
Yeah, kind of. It's actually pretty good, Kendall. I like that a lot. You are. And I think Mock is just a house elf in the kitchen.
Mock is Hagrid's dinosaur thing.
Just imagine Jeff with Snape's haircut.
Oh,
Pretty good. All right.
Jeff is Slytherin.
Yeah, besides you, that was the easiest house to place.
I think Moxie's.
Think he's coming on tonight?
Probably being came on tonight, though.
Heyo.
Probably.
My doggy's sleeping.
Really cute.
She's adorable.
You'll wake her up.
I already did.
Yeah. All right, well. Going out this weekend?
penis.
Where are we going this week?
Who?
Us.
Where would we be going?
Disc golf.
Oh, that's cool.
What's that?
Never heard of disc golf before?
No, go to Google on your phone. Everybody go
Okay.
to Google on your phone now.
Everybody pee.
There.
Is everybody on Google?
Yes.
Yes, dear.
Kyle,
Yeah.
type in the search bar. Just type in Eagles scores and search it.
God damn it.
Fun fact, that works on desktop too.
It's cool though, isn't it?
That's really cool.
Is the Eagles NFL championship thing fireworks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you guys guess what my first history search is?
Your first what?
History search?
Oh, God.
Penny packs, yellow squash.
Nope.
Hey, Kenny Pickett's a Super Bowl champion now.
He didn't do nothing.
Still has a ring.
Tanner
there any-
McKee did more than he did.
Are there any former Rams on the Eagles?
Let me think. I believe the answer is yes. But
I like how he said, "Let me think," but I think it's yes.
like I think I remember thinking about this during the NFC Championship game.
Speaking of that, congratulations, Mass,
But
on being the only team in the postseason that didn't lose by double digits to the Eagles.
in fact, we were 14 yards away from winning.
Yeah.
That hurts because I'm pretty sure we would have won it all if we did.
Nah.
It would have been pretty close.
Maybe
Is
your
pass rush
offensive
to
line. Your offensive line wouldn't have held up against the Chiefs' defense.
Yeah, but the Chiefs wouldn't have held up against our defense. Eagles' defense only beat us by 1 sack, and they played 2 more games than we did.
You guys have yet to guess my history search.
It would. I feel like that game would have just been like the Patriots Rams Super Bowl.
Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe we don't have anybody there. I thought we did.
All right, Kyle. Your search was Phillies tickets.
Close.
Phillies free agents.
Close.
Phillies rumors.
Yep.
Way to go, leading the
That's
way,
what-
Campbell.
there's nothing on there.
Billy's vibrating butt plug.
He already
USB
has it,
charger.
he didn't need to search for it.
Do you know what Massey's most recent search is?
Hold on, let me see.
How to
It's-
cook wasabi peas.
Nope, it's Susie Vidal deepfakes.
I should Google that.
Mine is very similar. It's Fidel Castro deepfakes.
Actually, pretty funny, Gundle. I enjoyed that. Where are we going this weekend?
I don't know why are we going anywhere.
Because they want to go disc golf.
We should go to the small course.
Oh, Guilford decided.
Okay.
Which one?
There's only one.
I could do
I don't know
Guilford.
which one it is. That's why I'm asking.
Look,
I'm in for Guilford.
The one in Ornog?
no,
Not
Ornog's in Woodbury.
Oh, okay.
Guilford is that Bittner?
I think it's Bittner.
I've never played there then.
What did we go there for?
Last
We went there
time,
one time with a lot of us.
last time we went was when we went back from our ham and asset thing.
Yeah, that's right.
But we've done it
'Cause
2 or 3 times.
Jeff went, right?
Yeah.
We should go down to Salem this weekend and play that course.
And it's probably just going to be you and me if we go to Salem. Well, Mark
I'm
can't
down
go.
for Guilford.
Mark can't go because he's got 3 weeks of Valentine's Day stuff he's got to do.
Yeah, but that's the point of doing it tonight, is so that we can plan it ahead of time and don't have to say anything in the group chat.
That's fair.
We could do that. We could do the one in Rhode Island. That'll really piss Bach off.
Do it again.
Since 2002, which was 23 years ago, there have been 20 different quarterbacks to start a Super Bowl for the NFC. There have been 7 for the AFC.
That is crazy.
And Brady is on both lists.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oop.
I'm convinced at this point that Mahomes will never overtake Brady. He never got blown out in the Super Bowl like this.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel like the only way for it to happen at this point would be
Winning more.
because Brady has what he of his 7 Super Bowls, he has 6 MVPs.
5.
Right? 5. I know Julian Edelman won one. Who won the other one?
Deion Branch.
Yeah, I think Dan Ranch won one versus the Eagles.
Edelman won the one against the Falcons, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, I think what it would take for me at this point is, like, I think Mahomes is probably going to beat most of Brady's stats, like touchdowns, yards, things like that. He'll probably he'll probably compete with postseason appearances or whatever. He might even, who knows? He could even tie the Super Bowl appearances because Brady had 10,
10.
and Mahomes is at 5. He
Yep.
would need to win. He would either need to tie Brady in Super Bowls without losing another one, or win one more than Brady because of the 2 blowout losses. Because he'll probably catch him in stats. So if he has him in stats, and then they both have 7 Super Bowls in 10 appearances, I would give the edge to Brady because Brady's were always close. And this is just the other fun fact that I didn't actually know till today. Brady, when he stepped off the field for the last time in all 10 Super Bowls, his team had the lead.
That's pretty cool.
So
that's wild.
Yeah. So you can't say Brady was ever the reason they lost the Super Bowl. So I mean, I'm not going to say Mahomes is the reason they lost the Super Bowl. I mean, he didn't play well, but the whole team didn't play well.
Yeah. Deion Branch won the other MVP.
I would have to say he would either have to go 7 of 9, like he could tie Brady, but he would have to win out. You know what I mean? Like he'd have to win the next 4.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or if he beats Brady in Super Bowl appearances and beats him in stats, I feel like at that point it is what it is.
I still think they have the head-to-head thing too. That Brady never lost. He never beat Brady in the playoffs, not once.
Yeah, but I mean,
they played 3 times, I think.
Yeah, but I don't really give it to that because that matchup that means nothing to me because they don't play each other.
I know, but it'll still matter in like the
Yeah, I
conversation
know.
we had.
It'll,
Like it's the same thing that people put against Josh Allen. You could never win against the Chiefs.
no, I know. It's just funny. It's gotta suck to be Josh Allen right now.
Why?
Because like he was probably just sitting at home watching how bad they lost. I'm like, I could have lost that bad in the Super Bowl.
I could have done that. Realistically, I think they would have fared better.
Yeah,
But
oh
he
yeah. I
can
think so
escape
too.
the pocket better.
But I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
well.
Mhm.
All right, round it up. Anybody?
What?
I said round it up.
Well, I like turtles.
Okay.
Kyle likes turtles,
Glad to
I
hear it.
do like turtles.
and Bach doesn't like turtles.
Dick.
Yeah.
And that's real.
Closing remarks.
You can find us at Getting Sports with Drunk at Instagram_4.
We're a little bit ahead of the swing there, Slugger, but I appreciate it.
Here you go. I think the reason that everyone hates Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes so much is that they never truly dominate. Brady's Patriots would have you down by 30 before the anthem was over, and you had to respect their dominance and their ability to drop 24 on you in the blink of an eye. Kansas City lets every team hang around, and then a bad ref call, insane Mahomes play, or self-inflicted defensive mistake later, they're knocking at the door of a third straight Super Bowl. This team went life and death with the Raiders on two different occasions, yet are still the AFC favorites year after year. I can get behind dominance. I can't get behind black magic.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm.
Well, okay. Kendall,
Yes.
how was your beer?
I had from Sierra Nevada of the Sierra Nevada Brewing Company of Chico,
Sierra
California,
Nevada.
and Mills River, North Carolina. I had the Dank Torpedo IPA from the IPA variety pack. I'll give you the quick description on the back here. It says, dripping with resinous hop flavors and aromas, Dank Torpedo IPA is packed with sticky golden lupulin. Oof. Fill your glass with the chronic flavor of this dank IPA. Like I said, I'm on the mission for the West Coast IPA that I've already decided is going to be my favorite. I enjoy this. This is 8%, but didn't really drink as that. Like, I only had 2. I'd imagine if you had, 3 or more, you'd be really feeling it pretty good. I found that, not that I've had a ton of Sierra Nevadas before buying this pack, like there's a very similar like taste when like you get like the first sip. I don't know like specifically like if it's like this specific hop is like very forward that we use in all of our brews, but it was pretty good. Yeah, like I said, didn't drink too heavy. Very very rich and earthy. I give the Dank Torpedo a 4.2 out of 5. Would absolutely get again.
See, Kendall, the trick is that they just poison the mouth of the bottle. That's what you're tasting each time, the first sip.
Yeah. Oh, my throat!
Kyle?
Water was water.
What?
It was room temp.
Was it what?
Room temp water.
Was it what?
No.
It wasn't? That's a
Water
shame.
ain't wet.
Sometimes that's true. But usually only when it's dry. Would you get it again?
Yeah.
Paul,
Yes.
how was your drink?
I had Coors Banquet, otherwise known as the San Elliot's, and they're good. They're slightly on the filling side, but not so much that you can't drink 40 of them or 21.
That's fair.
Yep. I only had 3 of them.
All right. Hey, Candle.
Yeah.
You got any closing remarks, buddy?
Well, I can tell you where you could find, stuff about this podcast.
Only if you want to.
All right. Well, if
You
you're
don't have to.
if you're into the social media thing, you could find us at Facebook, Getting Sports with Drunk, Twitter and Instagram, GSWD_4.
Make sure to use the hashtag GSWD, whether it's deciding if you're in Hufflepuff, or learning that cold doesn't exist.
Like, follow, subscribe. We do this podcast thing. But, that's the thing that you're listening to right this second. And
Oh, God. Just the way you said it made me mad. Don't know why.
iHeart, Spotify, Google Play, all the platforms we're covered. Just give us a search. Getting Sports with Drunk.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
well,
All right.
cold's not real.
Fake.
Is it not?
No, cold isn't real.
Okay.
I learned that the other day from a scientific standpoint. Cold isn't real.
Is it just the absence of temperature?
It's just the absence of heat.
Yeah.
You can't create cold.
You can only take away heat.
Interesting.
But you can create heat.
Mind blown.
Dun, 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 dun. Souls. All right. Well, thank you for tuning into another episode. And next week we will start the quest of the 2025 MLB season with Souls' top 25.
Hooray!
Souls, could you also please tell us what house you think these players would be in?
Yes, I can put that in there.
Thank you.
Nice.
And we look forward to seeing how many Hufflepuffs there are. But until then, I'm your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler.
I'm Honey Baked Ham Souls.
The mask was massive.
And the Red of Red Baron.
Oh.